US BevNet, we thought it sounds worth a second meeting. Decided to give it a rip at several of our bars, and long story short, we now have it at all 8 stores.
But within the first month putting the system in, I began to realize some return on investment right away. I've been operating the system for about 12 months. I paid off the system in less than 60 days.
Bars lose an average of 24 pints from every keg.
For us, every single ounce that goes down the drain is somebody's real hard work that went into it and now has to be replaced.
Our average yield before we put the system in was between 75 and 80%. My average yield over the last 30 days is about 96%. I've really eliminated all the waste.
Oh, just on overpouring alone, I think it saved hundreds of thousands of dollars. Our percentages at this location are pretty good. It's usually -1 to 2%. That's a little overpour, but when we first started it was like 10, 12, 15% overpour. Or people not ringing the items in.
I don't have to wait an entire weekend and come in on a Monday morning and realize our beer's been foaming all weekend and we've lost a significant amount of ounces. I know immediately when it happens.
My father always used to say, foam is beer. He used to stand at the bar and just watch and scream at people. Now I have a system to do that for me.
Operators can now use Bev Manager to control draft beer on a daily basis.
Shows every line you have, pour data versus sold data, percentage loss, percentage gain, depending on, if they're pouring collars correctly. Then at the bottom, it's real simple. Plus, minus, ounces sold, ounces poured for all 8 bars.
Post our reports daily. We acknowledge bartenders that have great reports, and then we discipline or counsel ones that do not.
I get alerts when inventories are low. I know exactly what's happening in my system every day, and I don't even have to be in the bar to understand what's going on.
You can see, let's say we're busy during games between 6 and 8. You can check from 6 and 8 and see how your volume was versus what was poured. So you can tell if your bartenders are keeping up or if they're not.
We have had to take a couple beers off our tap because they just weren't moving, and we brought some beers on, especially during the seasons, and we track how they do. And when there's one that doesn't perform well, that we're not selling a lot of, we bring another beer in. It helps us out a lot, bring the beers in that move.
Comprehensive reports monitor the performance of what beers were poured versus how much was sold.
I have 20 taps in my bar, but I can go through my reports in a couple of minutes a day, and in a couple of minutes I know exactly what's going on in my bar. They're easy to read, lots of information in there. I just look forward to getting that report every morning.
More than 80% of BevNet clients recapture 14 or more pints per keg.
We've saved $50,000 to $75,000 a year in loss.
Any way you can save your costs and make more profit on your product is fine by me.
Thank you. Thank you for giving us a system that actually works. It's a huge money saver for anybody that decides to use it. But to actually have a system in place that works consistently day in and day out is fantastic. Save the beer, people.
Save the beer.